Yeah, YouTube, getting a few questions lately on how to improve the steering angle on a C64-1. The sort of standard problem is that on full lock, the drive cups in here are sort of binding. So the only real way to do it as a cheap fix is to grind some of that material away, so it doesn't catch as much on there. You won't totally eliminate the problem, but you can improve it a bit, just simply by sort of grinding a chamfer on that edge there. So anyway, I'll stick a battery in here and demonstrate the problem, and then we'll see what we can do to improve it. Okay, so we've got a battery in. We just turn it upside down for the moment. So I think we can agree that's, I don't want to swear, but that's not great. Alright, so the easiest fix is just to turn down the steering rate so you don't get as much steering. But we don't want something that turns like a barge. So, in that case, we need to get into the front axle. I think if we just kind of remove the front axle, which on these are actually quite easy because we can, I mean, these normally come pre-disassembled anyway, so just got to remember the top links are for the top suspension. Okay, the dog tank that we're looking after has just made his way through my leg. Right, yeah, anyway, where was I? I had to do a bit of edit there. Right, so we want to get into the front axle. We've seen what the problem is. Under these caps, you've got the screws for the wheels. And these caps, you can either get them off with some pliers or just give them a little wiggle with your fingertips, and then they come out. So we need to get into the front axle. On these it's actually relatively easy to get into. I'm going to pop that link, that one, that one, that one. That releases the majority of the front axle. And put the shock. Put the other shock. Center steering. Right, so we don't have a lot of room on that axle, but that's fine. We can deal with that. Right, so it looks like these plastic axles come in half, so there's a bit more deconstruction than I might have liked, but let's turn it off. Reshot and pop the servo. Ooh. This might be a cheeky way of doing it, but gently pull those two parts apart. Yes, that's a much better way of doing it rather than stripping the entire axle. So, the problem here is these drive cups, and I would probably say a large part of the problem is those raised sections there to help guide the dog bones. So as it's turning, it's kind of getting locked up in there. You can feel that wanting to kind of catch. So we'll try taking those out a little bit and see what happens. Let's get the Dremel. Okay, so that always goes out without saying, use power tools with caution. And also when you're looking after a dog for somebody, don't stick your finger between their ball and their canine. That kind of hurts a little. Your own fault, so. Alright, so I've removed refocus. Oh, focus. Focus. Yeah, I think we're focused. Yeah, so those little ridges which were sticking out, I've removed and taken some of this edge off here, just to sort of give it more of a sliding angle. And if I pop out the other side, which conveniently there's enough flex on the plastics that we don't have to entirely strip the front axle, so that's a win. We're going to focus, come, focus, 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 come, focus. So as you can see, these sections that are sticking out here, I would imagine are actually most of the problem. So I've removed them. So it's kind of not catching on them. So I'm going to do the same. So you can see, hopefully, the sections I've removed. Do the same to this one and put it back together, and we'll see the result together, shall we? So I'm sure you probably don't want to see me grind that again, because this would turn into a bit of a long video. Right, so I've ground the other one. If we can get some focus again. And ignoring the dog here. I could probably clean it up with a little bit of a knife, but it's going to be functional enough. So predominantly I've just removed those ridges, and that in there. Rotate this. It's going to be the hard part, is lining it all up to pop back in together. So that's that one popped back in. Get that one out. Try and line that up. Once it's all lined up, it literally falls back in place, really. I'll just stretch it open a bit. Okay. Alright, so that's all clicked back in. Bring the servo around to where it should be. Get all these links all over the place. I'm hoping that I've got this in shot because I can't see the camera at the moment. That's them two popped back in. I mean, I guess that is one advantage with these falling apart quite easily, is that they not that hard to take apart when you need to. I can line up that dry shaft. Pop the shot back on again. I need to get around to painting this one actually as well. It's been sat too long looking plain white. Controller on. RC on. Probably help if I put the wheels on as well. The great thing about these wheels are the little caps, is at least if the screw ever comes undone, you're not so likely to lose the screw. Moment of truth. Right. So that's full steering angle. That's less, so full steering angle. That probably helps remove that rear drive shaft as well. It's not perfect, but it's certainly better. At least it's not trying to stall the car now. I think that'll wear in and become even better still. So, yeah, like I say, not perfect, but a vast improvement. Definitely a big fix on how it used to be. So, it's, like I say, full steering, and it's not at least binding to the point of stopping. And now, I dare say, maybe if you dare remove a little bit more of that, you don't want to remove too much, otherwise your dog bones are going to start popping out and stuff. But I went for approximately about a 45-degree angle on these sort of parts. I dare say with a bit more trim I could improve that a little bit more, but yeah, I'd call that a win. That's definitely a big improvement. It's not going to cause it to completely stop now. Whereas it would bind just the point of stopping. And you can tell it's not flicking the axle up and down no more. So yeah, anyway, hope that helped. Like I say, I've got the rear drive shaft from this disconnected on purpose. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Nearly at 500 subscribers, so sort of one of the baby steps towards monetisation. So please subscribe, it really does help the channel grow. And I thank you for your support. And a little sneak peek in the background of some other bits and pieces which are coming to the channel soon, and some which you're already here, like you know. Yeah, please ring the bell and comment if you've got any questions, and I'll do my best to help and answer them. And look forward to seeing you again. See you again soon. Bye for now.